Good Tuesday evening to you, friends of the internet. It is I, Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live on a Tuesday evening from a previously undisclosed location somewhere within the swamps of Central Florida. Uh, it is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. And I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic evening. We have got a show for you tonight. I say we. I don't have a mouse in my pocket because we're going to be playing some first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be having us a final time here in just a few minutes, just as soon as we get our the rest of our crew sneaks into the green room. I can see them back there already. Hey guys, take it easy on the Hennessy, but have as many pistachios as you want. That's for the after. But anyhow, we will get going as soon as everyone files in. Just waiting on a couple of people. But anyway, I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic, wonderful evening. And the question of the evening is from Daniel Rowan, who asks me, shouldn't cheesecake really be called cheese pie? I'm going to leave that one to the philosophers. I'm going to leave that to the Jesuits, to the Hasidim, to the students of science. Perhaps maybe one day we can get Tim Imholt back on the show and have him settle that for us. But looking at the chat, we have a good group out there. Odd Scimitar, Michael Dale, Daniel Rowan, Gonzalo Lira's Bar Tab, Sean Rader, Kabuki Kid, Chris Kane, GM. That's all of General Motors has joined us tonight, guys. How can I complain about that? Sean Hall. I have two Seans. Bill, two Seans. Sylvie. Did I already greet Daniel? I a long time ago I greeted Daniel Rowan. But anyway, hi. Hello, how are you? We'll get going here in just a minute. But before we do, you know how it works around here. The standard call of action is happening. If you're just stopping by for the first time, or maybe this is your dozenth time swinging by, and you haven't already clicked the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications, I would love it if you could do that. It would mean the world to me, because we're at like 60 something, like 64, 40 or fight. I'd like it if we could hit 7,000 subs by the end of the year. That would be awesome. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications. Please do that, because I do my best, and I'm, for the most part, just one person, doing my best to bring you guys tabletop RPG content 5 nights a week. Sometimes we do what we're doing tonight, which is we play first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes I have great guests on. Sometimes it's a deep dive on cool products. Sometimes I'll sit and take your questions and we'll talk about, I don't know, your favorite bands, your favorite concerts, that sort of thing. We just have a lot of fun here on the live stream. And if you want to enjoy that and be part of that and sit in the audience and watch the videos and so on and etc., then please, I ask of you, subscribe button, bell icon for notifications. If you're watching this after the fact and you like the content, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and tell me what you liked about it. And I'll endeavor to do more of that stuff. And if you don't like it, well, give it a thumbs down and tell me what you didn't like, and I'll endeavor to do less of that within reason. Reason being, I don't like your voice, I don't like your content, I don't like your face. I can't really change that, but I'll do my level best. Christopher Sackle, welcome back. New job. Well, while I lament that you cannot enjoy us live, congratulations on the new gig. Let's see. Well, Sean, I try. I try. Jorge Uribe, good to see you, my friend. How are things down there? Live AD&D, you were watching Bandits keep playing D&D with himself. But anyway, Dave Mills leaving that comment. But anyway, so yes, what we're doing tonight is we're playing some first edition AD&D. Now, if you're new, just unboxed. Oh, I should hashtag that in the show description. Unboxing. If you're new and you're like, okay, you're playing D&D online, lots of people do that. Big deal. We have a bit of a difference here, how we do things round these parts. And let me lay those out for you, folks. I know that first edition AD&D may not be the first D&D that you've had contact with, but you're here because you want to see how it's played. Maybe it is and you haven't played it in forever. Maybe you play every week and you want to see how things are done differently. The point being, if you have a question, ask it in the chat and I will do my level best to answer it. No, you don't have to super chat me to do it. I appreciate that. I love it when people help me literally keep the lights on and my family fed. But you don't have to super chat a question. If you've got a rules question, a scenario question, a character question, ask it in the chat and I will answer it. And if I miss it, if it goes by too fast, because sometimes the chat can get very dynamic, ask it again. I promise I'm probably not ignoring you. And if I don't know the answer to your question straight away, maybe one of the players will, or at least they'll point it out to me. Hey, would you? And if that doesn't happen, I've got a little bit of news for you. It's a little bit of inside info, a little bit of inside baseball, if you will. Folks, I have, of the 5-night-a-week classic tabletop RPG live streaming shows that focus on old school here on YouTube, I have the smartest and the best looking audience. So if I don't catch your question or I don't immediately know your answer, one of my brilliant audience members may. So I hope that you will that you will participate, because this isn't just to sit on your laurels and watch passively. You can't, it's critical that other channels roll dice and not interact and engage with the audience. It was an odd choice of words, I realize, but that's just how I feel about it. Over here, you can ask and we'll do our best, insofar as it doesn't disturb the fun we're having. And speaking of the fun we're having, we have got a cast select tonight of players ready to roll. And I think it's time we bring them in. I think I've run my mouth long enough in respect to that. Yes, Ugly Dwarf, even you. So, with that said, let us go ahead and bring our players in. First up, we have, well, I got to put my headphones on so I can hear their words, their word speaking man. I have not heard from Wheeling Kabuki. I will reach out to her again and see what's going on. Anyway, we have Doom Sword. That's right, Doom Sword Deathmaster as Drake Donagard. And I'm sorry, we're out of the letter D. He has all of them.
What's up?
We did have a couple to spare, so here is Kevin as Don Drexel.
Hello.
And of course that roustabout, that man around town. And I gotta say, the dice fall where they may on this show, I was genuinely heartbroken when his halfling thief passed away. But he's back with 3 characters in one. Everybody say hello to Mark as Nim.
Hello, I couldn't decide what my character was going to be, so I took all the classes.
I took them all. What class are you playing? Yes.
Including Elf.
Yes.
Including Elf, exactly. So, and finally, one of the newest additions to the stage we have here. This is a guy who has been hanging around for a bit. He helped us figure out the mystery of the corrupted sound, which sounds like one of those live action Disney movies from the mid 60s, doesn't it?
Everybody, that Hardy Boys mystery.
It does, doesn't it? Anyway, everybody put your hands together and then take them apart, realizing that I can't hear you applaud, nor can he, for Graph Paper Architect as Ralph the Dwarf.
Nanu.
All righty. So everybody, welcome to the show. Last week, and by the way, shout out to Thane Kyle. He is taking the week off, and hopefully we will see him next week. Last week, the party employed a multiple re-entry independently targeted vehicle method on a compound of ogres and reduced them to so much ash and acquired a handful of potions and I think a few low value gems in the process. So as the flames better and the odor of roast ogre is carried away by the wind blowing in off of the sea along the wild coast. You have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because this might have taken place in the interim, but did you return to Barnacus to count your treasure?
I believe we did.
Okay. And the potions were divided amongst you. And so you are about a Sennight. That is a week, by the way, for those who are wondering. 7 nights, Sennight. Fortnight, 14 nights. You're about a Sennight away from your target, as it were, to continue investigating the plundered slavers' stockade deep in the Drachensgrab Hills. Gentlemen, what is your intent at this moment?
For the players, I'd like to drop my hand axe and my short sword on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I'm carrying too many things now that I have other weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a meta question, do we all have access to all those horses? I think Grimsby, my old character, had a horse. Did we bring all those horses back, and are they still around so Nim can just say, that's my horse now? Same goes for Dorandil and Ralph.
Yes, that the horses, it was my understanding that with having to evacuate as many of the slaves as possible, plus the men at arms and so on, that you guys decamped with a not left anything behind. So you took your horses and the people. So yes, you can definitely have a horse.
Fantastic. And one last meta question, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 hirelings that I guess were nominally Grimsby's. Are they sticking around? Are they leaving? Do they leave when we get back to town?
They have not per se departed.
Okay.
They're still kicking around. If you want to hire them again, we can certainly role play that out.
To the party, I think it'll be useful to watch the cart and our horses when we go back in there.
We certainly need men. If not these, then others.
Then let's
They have proven their mettle in ways.
let's offer them. It looks like Marco and Thrud were getting 4 gold pieces, and Finkel and Thrud, I don't know why 2 characters were named Thrud, we're free. Best price ever. So 4 gold pieces
indeed.
for the lot of them for, I don't know, per week or something, whatever.
Perhaps we should negotiate with them, however, to make sure that it is amicable to them all, being that they all performed equitably.
Sounds good to
You
me.
there a lot. Is 1 gold piece per man enough for you?
Well, first let's see. Let us see if as you go there, is there anything fun going to happen? Let's see.
Yeah. Not just
no-
pay. They can have all the ogre they can eat. Mm.
All right. I believe there was a Thrud the Barbarian in 2000 AD. All right. So who is approaching the men at arms?
Somebody with
yelled
charisma,
that
I
out
think.
to him. Yeah, that being the reason why. Plus, they had traveled with me throughout. Like, these were the survivors, right, of the entire campaign that we just went through. So I figured.
Right. Some of these men at arms have been with you longer than some of the characters have been with you.
Indeed, and being that I'm like the last surviving character, I think, after having lost mine, I figured I would do so.
Okay. Yes, sir. It's quite amenable. Is it just myself and the other lads you'll be employing, sir?
Well, we have the 4 of you, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just the 4 of us.
How about my companions? Are 4 enough? Are we happy with this group?
Yeah, they can watch the cart and the horses.
Who wishes to direct their actions? Frindorf?
Aye. You'll watch the
Elf?
cart. You'll make sure nothing happens to it, or it'll be on you.
Maybe not the dwarf. The elf?
I guess I could. Oh,
Yeah. No, you can do it.
sure.
More than happy to. You seem to be a friendly and a reasonable sort. So,
I've never been a boss before. Wow. Yeah,
And I will
I'll keep.
contribute their wages.
I'll be cooking the ogre.
Okay. Where are you going to be cooking this ogre at?
Oh, well, I'm in the camp. Over the fire, of course.
Okay.
Right, tasty ogre it's going to be, too.
Note to self: roll for prion disorders. Okay, so all right, so it's just them, and you're not hiring any additional, correct?
No.
I believe that's correct. I would like to, if they'll accept it, I would like to go ahead and give them 40 silver pieces to split amongst themselves as a sort of temporary retainer.
Oh, sure, yeah, they'll definitely accept that. These guys are essentially they count as heavy foot. In that they are trained to fight in close formation.
Mhm.
which makes them good at dungeoneering. How they'll fare outside if you guys get attacked, remains to be seen. So,
Very well.
Excellent.
Hmm.
okay. Now remind me, how are they armored? I think a couple of them had full plate, didn't they?
Yeah, as far as I can tell from my old notes, they all had plate and shield.
Hmm.
2 have short swords and spears. 2 have spear and short bow. And they also have backpack, bedroll, tinderbox, large sack.
Okay.
So they're all like equipped.
Alrighty. By the way, I typed it in the chat, but then it occurred to me, hey, there might be some people watching us over on Twitter who cannot read the YouTube chat. All the more reason to swing by YouTube and say hi. But Gonzalo Lira's bar tab asks, what town are they in? I like using the city of Barnacus from Dragon Magazine as a convenient seaside town. I am not currently running the Barnacus City in Peril adventure, however. It is just a nice, handy map to have, and I can put it just about anywhere on a seashore in the world of Greyhawk. So they are the city of Barnacus on the eastern shore of the Wild Coast. Wait, no, western shore. Sorry, western shore of the Wild Coast. Alrighty, so your men are very happy. You have equipped them.
We fed them.
Are you buying provisions because you have a week's travel into the Drachensgrab?
Yes. I'm going to buy grain for the horse, cart's horse.
Okay.
Food for myself and food for the hirelings. Is it just straight player's handbook prices?
Yes, let's just do that. So if we go to the equipping the characters section, of course, a week of iron rations is, let's see, provisions, rations, iron, 1 week, 5 gold, standard rations, 3 gold, a horse grain is 1 silver per day, and you guys have a lot of horses, and you're going to be on the trail a long time. So
then we have plenty of treasure on the cart. I can contribute 20 pieces of silver. It is but all I own, unless you wish to take copper as well. But we have gems on the cart as well.
Yeah, I think we can
Should
pay
you
for all
wish
this
to
food
barter
from
with
the
us.
cart. There's
Indeed.
1, 2, 3, 4, and TK's character. Five characters, 4 henchmen, horses for everyone.
correct.
Wow, and a horse for the cart. So 9 people, 10 horses. I will do the math there and make sure we have a couple weeks of rations for everybody, because a week there and a week back, and maybe an extra week in there.
Is somebody going to be
so-
riding the horse? Somebody's going to be riding the horse on the cart, right?
Someone's going to be on the cart, yeah.
Yeah. So, is it 10 or is it 9?
Yeah, because you guys are going to need a teamster to handle the cart.
Right.
Yeah, I think.
Mhm.
So we need to hire a hireling to drive the cart.
Mm-hmm.
One of
Perhaps
us
we
drives
should
the cart.
gather another horse as well.
Right. To cover
You
that.
might never know. Indeed.
And
And
how
it
much
probably
for
should be a draft horse versus these light horses
Yeah.
that some of us have.
Yes.
and how much
Uh,
for the provisions, herbs, spices, lard, all of the accoutrements?
That all just falls under provisions food. So call it standard rations and 3 gold pieces a week.
Hmm.
If you want something super exotic, that alone may cost a gold piece for a tiny amount.
Oh, good. I'll get some of that and at least 4 kegs of ale.
For context for the audience or whatever,
Mm.
is this right, Mark? This is an excellent sheet you made, but we have a total estimated value of 21,972 gold pieces.
Just the effectively money.
Right, and then we have a multitude of equipment and that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah. We have some
Plus
mundane
magic
equipment
items.
and some magic items, but just literally the cash. I am comically imagining this cart just with this gleaming pile of gold on it.
right. Yeah, because we got 10,318 gold pieces
Yeah,
sitting on
yeah.
there. Yeah,
And
we
that's
need
why I
guys
say
to guard
that,
this.
yeah, that's what those 4 guys are for. If we need a teamster to drive it, maybe you can help hire a teamster. Nim is going about trying to get enough supplies for 10 people, 9 people, 10 horses for 3 weeks, because we're going to go there and back 2 weeks and maybe a week there.
Mhm.
Okay,
So-
4 quarter barrel kegs of ale is going to cost you 24 gold, 40 silver.
That
How many
sounds
ke-
about right.
How many kegs of beer?
He wanted to
4.
buy 4 kegs of beer
Okay.
at 1 silver per pint and 8 pints per. That comes at 1 silver, and then it's I'm sorry, it's 8 gallons. It works out to 24 gold, 40 silver.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you have purchased a year's the value of a year's salary for the average skilled commoner. So your equipment is taking up a fair amount of room in the cart. You can find a drover who will go with you, and that will let me see. He can handle your well, that's in the player's handbook. That's not what I wanted. He can handle your animal and make sure your load is properly secured and everything. It is going to be 5 gold pieces a month or 5 silver per day.
Let's hire him for a month.
He will.
While we're at it,
he will gladly accept payment for a month.
What is our teamster's name?
Your teamster's name is Rex.
Rex.
Yes.
King of the cart.
Rex, would you feel more comfortable if others came along with you? Are you fine working with our men-at-arms, or do you have men in mind? Seeing much of value is upon this.
I drive a cart, my lord. I'll follow your orders. I'm assuming you know where we're going. If it is only provisions you ask me to handle, then I will do so. No, Rex is not particularly dashing.
Very well. Should we take more? I mean, we're here. Or are we fine with what we have?
I'm not very knowledgeable about this adventuring stuff. I'm still new to it. You seem
Well-
to know what we need. Whatever you think is useful.
I have been into the pit of hell and back. It is only my faith.
Are we
and
going to
piety
hell?
and my deity. It can be far worse.
Oh,
It
maybe
is
I don't
only
like
my
this adventuring
faith
stuff.
that protected me and allowed me to survive. I fear that these men, that perhaps while we're here, and while we have the funds to do so, we should contribute to the local economy and bring others along with us. But I am fine with that being a vote.
I think we already have a lot of people. It might be difficult to arrange even more people, right?
Could be. Frankly, I'm surprised we have the ones we do.
I'd like to take a little time and secure all of the treasure and get some trunks with good locks and make sure everything's locked down tight. What say you? Is that all right? Yeah, I spend a little bit of this here gold to secure it.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Okay. So let's see. Rex is kind of a gangly, weak fellow. He doesn't do very well in loading up the wagon, but he is rather adroit with ropes and whatnot, so he can make sure it's secured at the very least. Let me see. And are you guys making any special provision for Rex as far as protection or armament? I mean, he is just a commoner. If push comes to shove, you think he might fight for his life, but...
Plus, GPA may need to play somebody soon. You never know.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
if
I guess I
he's-
could make up more tombstones.
if Rex is comfortable with it, there is on the cart short sword, daggers, a hand axe. There is leather armor, I think.
Hmm.
No, elf and halfling size leather armor, so he probably can't fit that. But there's a shield. Like if he's looking for a dagger on his belt, there are daggers.
He will take a dagger and a hand axe, and actually elven armor, if the straps are adjusted, will fit humans.
And I will
It's
note that he's wearing that, and it's not on the cart anymore.
It's only when you get into dwarf, halfling, and gnome size that it's a no-go. Anyway, so you were asking about lock boxes.
Yeah, I want to secure everything.
Okay. A large one is 28 gold pieces.
Well, if everybody's amenable to it, I have a few coins to rip together, but it comes out of the wagon. But I think that it would be prudent.
Yeah. A large locked chest.
Yes.
Yeah, so whatever we need to secure all of this massive amounts of money and everything else.
And that was 28 gold.
Yes.
Okay.
And then once that's all squared away, then just speaking to the party, making sure that there's no henchmen or anything in earshot. You know, I'll say, well, now that we know they can't get at any of the treasure, I'm all for Durik's suggestion and hiring as many as you want.
Well, you have made a very valid point, friend dwarf. Gold and greed can corrupt the most righteous of man. If we might hire more, then we might. If not, at least we have protected ourselves.
I say we go with what we've got so far.
Very well, then.
Oh, boy, it's good you're good with words. I was just going to say if they touched it, that'd kill them, but it's good. I like it.
There's plenty to kill, friend dwarf. The vanquishment of evil. Had you not enough of the ogre's blood?
Yeah, I can use some more.
That's what I love about dwarves. Off we are.
Yeah. All right, so you set out on the road, departing Barnacus post haste. Um,
So we're not hiring more people?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
and we'll just well, let's see what that was.
Knock it off.
Extra character, stop yelling at me.
So, just as a note, when we do leave to go adventuring and the cart's left behind, I'm going to wizard lock that chest.
Okay.
Sweet.
Good idea.
Other than a tradesman who watches, they just kind of watch you guys pack up your cart. You have no encounter during the time that you are preparing, and then you depart. So let's see. Your first day of travel, departing the well-patrolled roads around the city of Barnacus on the coastal plains. Let's see.
Now we could use this. This'll work.
Got to do these one at a time, unfortunately. Yeah, dude, that's like a gunshot in my
Sorry.
phone.
I was channeling my Monty Python. Sorry.
That's okay. We all do from time to time. Oh, interesting. The night of your first journey, you do encounter a patrol. You are not surprised by them, and they are not surprised by you. I didn't mean to roll that out in the clear. But they do approach you. They are wearing the colors of the town of Barnacus. They ride upon your camp, seeing your guttering campfire. Who is on watch at this late hour? For it is midnight.
Yeah, I typically take the last watch. I don't remember how they're broken up, but my watch comes right before dawn or ends right before dawn.
Yeah, I would suggest that I would take the early watch so I can sleep. Right, so
I'd probably take mid watch, so it might be me.
Okay. So yeah, you hear the clop of hooves riding towards you, and they let's see. You first. Yeah, they get pretty close. They get perhaps 100 yards away, and you hear a voice call out, "Ho, travelers! Who goes there?"
Ho, guardsmen! Adventuring party headed out.
All right.
We be seeking Ogre's death. What news will be from the road?
What is Ralph's charisma, by the way?
A whopping 11.
A whopping 11. They ride closer, and they are quite amenable and say, "Well, if you're ogre slayers, good dwarf, then you are welcome in these parts. It's a well-patrolled section of the coast, and we keep our eyes peeled. The trouble with the slavers is unending. You are well, then? By the way, the rest of you, I mean, hoof beats and voices and everything like that. So you're all awoken by this.
Aye, we be well, and hopefully, with any luck, the slavers' problems will be ended by our axes.
All right. Well, the patrol shares a few pleasantries with you. They all the captain of the patrol who spoke to you first, and his lieutenant and sergeant all seem to think that if adventurers are openly assisting us in patrolling the roads, then we are fortunate indeed, particularly if a stout-hearted dwarf rides amongst them. We press on to Barnacus to send forth another patrol. I salute you.
Aye.
All right, so they ride on, and there is nothing else during the evening as you continue to make your way along the next day.
Well done, Ralph.
All right,
Thank you.
those of you who have guard duty, it is uneventful, and those of you who sleep get a good night's sleep. All right, and the next day is equally uneventful.
Bill, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
I have a ring of spell storing. To recharge
Okay.
that, is it literally I cast the spell into the ring, or is there something else I need to do?
Yeah, no, you literally you just whatever you focus on putting the spell into the ring.
Okay, then I will starting now, so there's no retroaction. I will be casting a magic before going to sleep. My magic missile will go into the ring because I can charge up a few of those, and one rope trick into it. So
Okay. Alrighty then.
So I've got one in the ring and one in the rope trick. There we go. And Don Drexel, do you know sleep?
Let me check my list. I do not. However, Marius's book does have sleep.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out if we can use that later. It's on the cart.
Alrighty. You continue the next day. Farmsteads and outposts are now virtually non-existent. You do pass the burned out remains of a village or hamlet here and again, but given what has happened, the depredations of the slavers, this does not greatly surprise you. All right. Let's see, we're going to consider this plane. It is the middle of the next day when, from a nearby distance, you hear a howling. You are not surprised by this as you are on your guard. The horses whicker, and you wonder what might come next. But given the howling, you suspect it will likely be wolves. And sure enough, not all that many. Perhaps a few good bow shots away, call it perhaps 170 or 180 yards, you espy a pack of wolves. They appear to be normal wolves, not of the dire type. But it is a small pack, only 8. They are just watching you at this point, sort of forming a semicircle, subdistance away in the rolling hills. What do you wish to do? Or the rolling ground, I should say. Not hills. You're not in the hills yet.
If they are fool enough to come this way, let them.
I've got room in my stew pot.
Well, you can chase them yonder.
Or they may follow us and come around tonight. I'll be watching.
As will I.
Are they surrounding us, Bill?
No, they are kind of forming a line, skyline on a hill, and watching you all intently. They are growling, and they are kind of starting to slink towards you slowly. Their teeth bared. You can hear them growling, and again the horses whicker. So their low slinking breaks into a lope, and they are running towards you. You will have well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get declarations. What would Durek be doing?
He'll ready his shield for the approach, but also yell out, "Ogre them!"
Okay. And how about Don Drexel?
I'm gonna get Don Drexel will get his sling out and a bullet, and I guess wait until he's in range.
Okay. Nim?
How far away are they? Like 100 yards?
They're about like 170, 180 yards away.
He will do the same. Sling with bullet, waiting.
All right. And how about Ralph?
He'll be get ready with his axe and call out to the men, "Time to earn your bread."
All right. The men, the men, unhorse and shoulder to shoulder, they raise their spears. They are standing in a sort of a semicircle between you guys, or between them and the wagon.
Two of them have short bows. Shall I have them shoot?
Indeed.
Okay. So
right.
Two of them will shoot their short bows. Once they're in good range.
Okay.
I'll let Rex know that he needs to just defend himself and not to expose himself to the wolves.
You look to Rex to start saying these things. He's not in the wagon. Well, he's not on the wagon's bench. He is in the back of the wagon and has his axe and dagger in one hand, and he's looking over the edge of the cart. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, and we will start with you, Dooms. I am getting a 6.
Of course you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat, huh?
Right off the bat. Hey, it's just
how
wolves.
about that?
Just...
There
okay,
we go.
so missile fire will go at the same time that they come rushing in for a charge. Go ahead and shoot the bows at the wolves, if you will.
I will take care of that.
Okay.
Did I just? No, I didn't. Good. 1, 2.
He did say wolves, not weasels, so we're okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why something's wrong with my dice roller. Would someone else roll some d20s? I'll try to figure this out.
Right. How many?
2.
Yeah, 2d20, please.
That's a 12. Let's try this again.
Then it's a 12.
That's 20.
Rolling with the handicap.
So an 11 and a 15. Let me gaze upon their armor class. The 15 might hit. I'm going to need to look at the charts. And by the way, for those of you who might have some comment about Thaco and whatnot, we have charts. All right, so the 15 will actually hit. That is going to be a D6 damage against that wolf.
you want to roll, or shall I?
You should at least try it, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Let's. This will be a test. It worked.
Hey, there
4
you
points.
go. All right. So yeah, arrow slams into a wolf's flank as they slam into you guys. And now that first volley has gone, your men-at-arms switch immediately to spear, not wanting to shoot any of you because the wolves are low to the ground. I'm going to do the wolf attacks. And this is we're just going to go down the line. This is going to be Dirk, Don Drexel, Nim, Ralph, and a man-at-arms.
AC 0 here.
All right. I'm going to do these one at a time. All right. That absolutely misses. You just rebuke the wolf with your shield. What is Don Drexel's armor class, please?
AC 5.
AC 5. Doesn't matter that you just kind of olay as that wolf.
Did the wolf bite another wolf?
That misses Nim, and that, however, absolutely hits Ralph. It locks its jaws on your upper arm and thrashes and twists, doing a vicious bite of 1d4 plus 1. So that's 3 points of damage. And the man-at-arms rather.
Ouch.
18. That will hit. So a man-at-arms is going to take also 3 points of damage. Half of his hit points.
Yeah.
Man-at-arms cries out as he is thrust back.
Roll me a d4 to figure out which man-at-arms, please.
Sure.
Number
3.
3. Marco.
Number 3.
Oh no, Marco.
All right. So yeah, Marco cries out as the wolf stands over him. Let's go ahead and do party attacks first, starting with Doomsword. Your wolf.
All right, here we go. No special fanfare.
14
right?
will hit. Yes, that does hit. And these are actually small medium. I was surprised to see that.
Right. All right. That will be 4 points of damage in total.
4 points of damage. Okay. All right. And next up is Don Drexel. Is he just uttering his battle cry of not in the face, not in the face, and trying not to get hit?
He's gonna use his sling unless he has a chance of hitting party members.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That's right. I had 2 missileers. Guys, go ahead and roll your missile attacks as they come in. That should have gone with the bow attacks. I apologize.
It's all good. 15.
15. You are a fighter magic user.
It's
yes?
actually a 16 with the missile adjustment. Yep.
16 with missile adjustment. As a fighter, that absolutely will hit.
Oh, this would be a thief.
Okay, 16 is a thief. Now I gotta look again. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
So thief, no, that's okay. Thief 4, correct?
Thief 5. Magic user 4. Yep.
It is an important distinction, but that still hits.
Oh,
you
perfect.
hit with a sling as
Right.
it's rushing in.
So 2 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, you got F5 in your description there.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be F5. It should be T5. So
T5.
Okay, yeah, in my
Yeah, yes, sir.
yeah, not on my character sheet, but in the chat. I got you. I'll fix that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
+1. It is 4 points.
It is 4 points. Okay, he did not like that. Fox A shut face. Halfling street peddlers. Yeah, no halfling street peddlers back at Barnacus tonight. But thank you for popping in, and I'm sorry I missed that. Let's see. RPG Grandma, hello. I believe Ralph was slinging also, was he not?
Nope.
No.
Battle axe.
It was Nim.
It was Nim.
That's right. It was Nim. Mark was rolling for the men-at-arms. So go ahead and roll Nim's sling attack as they rush in.
think Mark froze.
Yes, Mark's doing the great stone face impression there. That or he's just
Yep.
singularly unimpressed. Well, we'll resolve his missile fire at the end. Hopefully, he can bounce and come back. So
I'm gonna
Durek,
buy
you
him a
attack.
second. If Ralph ever slings anything, Ralph is out of the group.
All right. So Durek attacked and hit and did some damage.
4 hit.
Yeah. So Ralph, make your attack.
Right.
10. What level fighter are you?
1.
No, that is not going to hit. Now, how about the 2 men at arms who did not fire missiles? Oh, American Brad Canada. Okay. Well, thank you for saying hello over there. I do like to hear from our friends over at Twitter, and I apologize if any of you have ever said anything and I missed it because I have a fair bit of screen real estate, but not a huge amount.
I'll roll for those 2 hirelings. I got my network back.
And
good.
yourself. And yourself.
And yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's the hirelings that are attacking with their spears. 13 and an 8.
The 13 is an edge case, but I don't think that one quite hits. Now for Nim slinging, correct?
Okay, yeah. Nim slinging. Whoops. Let's clear this
And
out
you
a bit.
would have fired when the arrows came in.
Yeah. My network dropped right at the best moment. I got a total of 18.
That absolutely hits.
Okay, so D4 plus 1. I did 3 points of damage.
Okay. The wolves howl and continue to lunge at you guys. I'm guessing we're all in on melee this round. Yes.
I'm going to try to cast a 1-segment spell off the ring.
What spell are you going to employ?
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Okay.
Yeah,
And,
Don Drexel's going to swap the sword.
Okay.
Short sword.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative then. And Kevin, if you would, D6 for initiative, please.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting a 5. You're
Damn
getting
it.
a 2. All right. Wolf on Durek. That is a miss.
Mhm.
A wolf attacking Don Drexel.
Ouch. That's probably
Crunch. That is 2 points to Don Drexel.
nice.
A wolf attacking Nim. 16 will hit. You are, however, I should point out, employing a magic device, not casting a spell.
Yes. Do I have to roll up a new character already?
No, because it's only 2 points of damage, unless
Okay.
Nim only had 1 hit point. Let's see, and this is against Ralph. Ralph may have to roll up a new character here.
I forgot to level him.
That will not hit. And
Yeah, why is he level 1?
Because I forgot to level him and I didn't get with Bill, and it's my fault.
the man at arms is also missed. So
working.
counter attacks, starting with your 1-segment spell, which we will treat as missile fire. Nim, you whoosh.
When I cast magic missile, I get 2 missiles. So I'm assuming since I cast it into this ring, I will get 2 missiles, correct?
You will get 2 missiles, exactly.
I will do it straight at that one wolf that's at me.
All
So
right.
it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
6 points. Pew pew.
6 points, and you had hit it. How'd you hit it?
I hit 1 with the sling earlier.
You hit 1 with a sling. So for the sake of simplicity, we will say that finishes it off. There are 4 wolves remaining. Durek, go ahead and do your thing. Have a lovely evening, Sean Hall. Thank you for stopping by.
All right.
That is
failure.
going to miss. Don Drexel, Insurgulate.
We will try. 8. Yeah. that was gonna
Do
hit.
or do not. There is no try. Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
That will also miss. You have, however, 4 men at arms who could still redeem you.
Here comes 4 rolls.
I have 1 hit. I
One
think.
hit.
Let me
Well,
double check the 14. So we're talking about 0 level. Yes, the 14 does hit.
well, at least someone's doing something. Okay.
And it's going to be a D6.
2
So
points.
okay.
I'm helping.
Hey, he did more than any of you guys. All right.
Put him in charge.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. The wolves are. Let's see. They see one of their own go down. They are baying and howling. They did not like that at all. I'm guessing you guys are all going to melee. Is Nim doing anything?
Nim's going to cast another magic missile from the ring.
Alrighty. That was a ring of spell storing of 2 magic missiles I gave you.
I think it had 3 magic missiles, rope trick, and sleep.
Good Lord, why did I give you guys that? That is.
I'm not sure. If you
all
want to change
right.
that, feel free. But that was what.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna change that. All right. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And Mark, it is to you.
Okay. 4.
Also 4. However, they are yelping and snarling, and they are turning away from you to flee. So anyone who wishes to strike at them, gaining a +4 to hit, may do so in this round.
And I'll cast my magic
May
missiles.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Start at the top. Doom Sword, go ahead and roll yours. A telling blow. Roll your damage, sir. And you had injured this one before.
4 before, or 5 this
4,
time.
5, and you had done.
I had done 4. I did 5 this time. So
Okay.
9 total.
It is egregiously injured, but it then sprints 180 yards away. And it is continuing to go. Next up would be Don Drexel.
Okay, Sword. It's 19.
That will hit.
Nice. Damage for this is 1 to 8. Or wait, they're 1 to 6, right? They're small, medium.
No, it doesn't. It longsword still does 1 to 8 on.
It's a
small
short
range.
sword.
Then
so,
1 to 6. 1 to
Okay.
6.
No magic. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right. You gash its flank, and it too is injured. You are giving them a good rebuke. Mark, go ahead and unleash a magic missile on one of them.
8 points.
8 points. Okay. Was that it? An injured wolf?
Is there an uninjured wolf?
No, there's not. So you blow another one away.
Pew.
All right. So there are 3 wolves, and Ralph, you may strike at +4 at the retreating wolf.
Oof.
Yeah.
820. That hits.
For a little bit.
For a little bit. Okay. He's still up. And the men at arms may all also continue to strike at them as they flee.
Here are a bunch of D20s. We'll add +4s to them. A 23, a 23, a 23, and a 19.
So yes, all of those hit.
Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want me to do them? Well, we can see them.
No, I'm sorry. The 13 does not hit. The 13 does not hit.
Okay. There was 113. So strike one. Do you want me to re-roll, or you want to just strike one of these?
Well, why don't you go ahead and re-roll?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fairer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 6, 4, and 1 to 11 points total.
All right. So 1 more wolf is slain. Only 2 escape your wrath, and they are tails between their legs, fleeing into the distance. The rest lie dead at your feet.
Okay, so Ken, is it cool if I like out of character or whatever for a second? Why I'm we don't need to be going anywhere with the level 1 dwarf as our primary fighter, right?
That's my bad. Is it
I
okay if I
mean,
just level him up, Bill? I just forgot to do it.
I mean, you didn't really take the time in Barnacus to do it.
Nope, I forgot all week. It's my
not,
fault.
Yeah, that's really you know. I mean, you guys are only 3 days outside of Barnacus. You could turn around, head back, rest up, spend a week, let your dwarven fighter level.
Oh hell! I think I left the oven on.
Oh ye gods, my roast is ruined. Isometric exercises. Care to join me?
Look, we're gonna go in there with this level 1 dwarf and this.
He's
level
gonna get
1
trounced.
dwarf.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. That was my fault. I totally
Okay.
spaced it all week.
It's cool with me, but we should probably. I mean, if it's cool, I mean, I don't know, but we should probably fix that. I mean, unless you have like a cousin, you know.
Well,
Well, I mean, I don't want to be the
Walrus
Sean Bean of the
cousin or
party and
something like
die
that.
every time, you know.
But I guess my question is, out of the game for a second, what level character should this dwarf have been? Like
Well,
fourth or
yeah,
fifth or
'cause
something?
5. We started at 5, and he's
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
and he's one of 4 of us for now.
So it's not so much like I like go back to Barnacus and train up a level 2. It's
Mhm.
like you should have created a level 5 character to start.
Well, I mean,
That
he
was-
chose to create a level 1.
Yeah. So, but
I just
so,
assumed it was my bad. I should have asked.
so now the question for me to you is, you don't have enough XP to level up to level 2, correct?
I don't think so. Even going by the share of the treasure that I got, probably not.
So we've got a level 1 character, not ready to train up to level 2,
Hmm.
and without a retcon, that's what we got.
Very well.
I fully agree. I'm fully going, well, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, is the retcon that big of a deal? I mean, is it an immersive?
It's not my call. It's Bill who's on
It's
this
Bill's
side.
call. Yeah, I agree.
On this side.
Well, I mean, I'll leave it up to the player. Do you want to run a 5th level character, or do you want to
Roll out another 5th level
retire
character. in about an
Ralph
hour.
and
No,
and
I'd.
have-
I'm sorry, go
it's
ahead.
up to you. It's up to you guys.
I mean, if a retcon is cool, I'll just make him 5, and we just keep on trucking. And
No,
you know,
I'm
or-
not. I'm saying you can roll with him as a 1st level, or you can create a 5th level character to replace him with.
Right, yeah, I can do that. I can replace him. That's
Okay.
fine. Yep, no big.
Shall I go back to Barnacus to pick up said new 5th level character?
Yeah.
Who is, I don't know, Balf, the 5th level?
Yeah. Like, my brother made this sound like it was so easy. God, bloody hell. All right, take me home, and he'll join you.
Okay,
Ralph's cousin. Yeah.
turn the
Yeah.
card around.
Yeah.
As I
Can
go.
you build a new one quick?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
If my camera would stop breaking.
turn this card around.
Bloody hell.
If you guys want me to make GPA name his character Malf, super chat.
Uh,
I will insist that he.
yeah.
somebody super chat that. He needs to be named something. You know, something.
Damn autofocus crap. Yeah. All right. I've been drinking. That's why I'm fuzzy.
You've been drinking so much that the reality around you is more.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's what this is.
Dude, chill out. Chill out.
If it focuses on my hand, sometimes it fixes. All right.
It sounds like we're going to turn around and go back to Barnacus.
Yep.
For
I
a quick
really don't think
character
we have
change.
another choice.
Nah.
I mean, do we?
No.
I mean,
We'll either
This
do
is
it
gonna
now
be-
or we'll do it in a few hours at most.
yeah, or he's gonna run around playing some
Zero level.
NPC that we.
Then I'm an NPC again. Yeah.
Okay.
And of no use to us.
So
Lady Morwin's sister, the other level 0.
We should keep Ralph as a henchman.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
keep asking if Ralph's died. Let me.
He can be the cook. He's a cookie.
I feel like this is one of those things
This is
that like
killing me.
a favorite elderly statesman actor, hashtags on Twitter, and so you madly start looking. No, Ralph did not die. Ralph is a first level character. Secret of the Slaver Stockade is for character levels 4 to 7. So he's not.
And it's 4 to 8 characters of 4 to 7.
Yeah, it's not a small number. Okay, all right. Gonzalo Lira's bar tab has called it Mouth the Dwarf. It is now Mouth the Dwarf will be adventuring with a party. And we lost camera for there he is.
Yeah, it's fixing it.
I gotta say, as cool as or as neat as they look, every time I see somebody with one of those hand knit dwarf beard helmet combos, all I can think about is how itchy that must be.
It was last week. I just kept, because I'd forgotten to shave, before putting it on, and it was just snagging and going crazy. But it's actually not bad. It's yarn, so it's not wool.
All right. Okay, so here
I can
we
do
go.
the beard, but I don't want to wife aggro. She doesn't like it.
Neither does Mrs. the Dungeon Delver. So get ready for a shock at some point this week. I don't get goodnight kisses unless I literally brush it back out of the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, same here.
All right. I miss Mobius. You guys never saw Mobius on camera, but I did by accident one night. He and I were talking voice, and he turned on his camera. He had a glorious beard. I mean, it was a sight to see.
I'm rolling up the character with real dice, everybody. See?
DD dice, my man.
All right. So, yes, go ahead and
DD dice, Michael.
yeah, Michael, DD dice.
Nah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We're doing this live. We're doing it in prod.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, this is real D&D, everybody. This is what happens when somebody works all week in Space Cadets.
Yeah, Boeing has nothing on us.
Let's see if I can. How do I
roll virtual dice?
No, I'm figuring out. Remember how to add them all. Okay. Oh,
that's a 9. That's a 10. That's completely
10.
average, and you can put it where you want.
Is that a 10? Or those aren't 2 1s?
Yes, a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Yeah, that's a 10. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait. All right. 10 will go here. And
GM asks, what character generation system are we using?
11. Put that here.
We are using 4die6 discard lowest. There you go. There's a 17.
Nice. There.
4die6 discard lowest.
3 more.
Method
and
1.
remember dwarf constitution bonus. Remember those racial abilities when you put them in.
14. Mm-hmm. And then the con bonus will make that. Okay, and then one more. Oh, no. Oh! Stop it. There we go. 8. That makes sense.
I think I just
Charisma.
found the. Yeah, I was going to say I found the dump stat.
Yeah. So Malf is a little bit less charismatic than Ralph was.
Ralph was charismatic?
Yeah, with an 11, it was okay. It was okay. All right. 5th level. So there's that.
Malf, a
And
remarkably
that.
similar dwarf.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very similar. Very, very much similar. And everything else should be fine. So we'll just run with that.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
hit points, my man.
Yeah, let's see. D10, isn't it?
Yep. 5d10 plus.
That's
con.
right. That's
Yes.
what I thought.
Plus any con bonus.
You took care of dwarven racial traits, right?
Oh yeah,
He-
I'm just
yeah.
I'm just overriding
Yeah,
Ralph.
he would have
so
had them all on Ralph's sheets.
22. Okay. Plus con. Nope. Okay. And then is it cool? Ralph is retiring, so he just gives all of his crap to
That's
Malf.
absolutely fine.
Good. Yeah, he's gonna be. Unless y'all want to keep Ralph as a cook or something. Well, but he won't have any gear.
No.
Cool. All right. I will save this file and send it to Bill.
And it's a little bit on me because I didn't notice you were bringing in a first level character. I just, I didn't say anything about you bringing in a first level character. I just thought you were going to play hardcore mode, like Iron Man mode. That's awesome. I'm all right. I approve of that. Bring in that
Yeah.
first level character. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Heck yeah. Let's do it. No, I would just end up as the Sean Bean. I don't want to do that. Die every time.
Okay, so are just real quick, are you guys getting Preventer to cover what you expended on the 3 days you were out?
We went 3 days out, 3 days back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure out one more, basically another week for everybody to cover that. Yeah.
Okay. Not that. I did ask you not to roll that one again, didn't I? All right.
Sorry if anybody was chatting and I missed it.
That's okay.
Gotta fix that.
Okay. The morning of the second day, you see some wild dogs who want nothing to do with you. They flee from you immediately. And your journey along the plains, assuming you're sticking to the coast and not cutting through the woods.
We got a cart. We're going on the road, or
Okay.
whatever close to the road
Well,
we can get.
along the plains. I mean, once you're in the hills, you'll slow down, but so you have a couple of days journey on the let's see, on the plains where no one is. It all looks strikingly familiar. And finally, on the fourth day, actually on the evening of the third day, okay, does anyone here have an exceptional dex?
Yes.
Okay. You are not surprised. So, given your proximity to the party, you are able to warn them about the pinioning of wings. Oh, somewhere over the camp.
Oh no.
Yes. Let's see. Actually, before I do that, let me do this. Yes, whirling and twirling overhead, silhouetted against the moonlight, you all see a large number of griffins.
Oh, quiet.
So they are. Hang on a second. All right. They are close and they are flapping, and they are winging towards you. There is a goodly number of them. Kabuki Kid wants to know if it's Peter Griffin.
Oh no.
Hey Lois, I'm about to attack some adventurers. Yeah. All right. So this flock of griffins is bearing down upon you. You are not surprised. Party actions. What is Durek Donagard doing?
Readying himself. No missile weapons here.
Okay. How about Don Drexel?
All I have is a sling, and that means I have to use these bullets.
Okay. And how about Nim?
Since we've been traveling, he's recharged his magic missile ring, so he's going to use one of those.
Alrighty. And how about Mouth?
Gonna throw a log on the fire and quickly toss some ale on it to boost the flames so we can see and then be ready.
All right. Well, that helps the humans. You guys could have seen anyway, but
Well, you gotta help the Tallies. They need help. Tallies always need help.
And the hirelings with bows will take shots if they can.
and I just want to say thank you to Wave of Mutilation. I really appreciate that. All right. The men at arms are readying their bows. So let's see. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, and we will start with Durek. I'm getting a 1.
Right.
The party is getting a 6. Okay, so missile fire going first. That is, let's do the men at arms, and then we'll do the characters who are slinging.
Okay. Men at arms. Come on, roll.
The 16 will. Ooh, that is. I don't know. 16 level 0. Nope, that goes swinging past him. Slingshot, please.
All right. Where is my roller? There we go. And it's +1. 17.
17 will hit.
All right. And these are large this time? Or not?
Yes, they are large.
Okay, so 2 to 7 then. Nice.
Peter, do you want to try some role play?
7 for damage.
Sounds like fun. I'm going to be a paladin with a helm of disintegration. All right, so 7 points of damage. He did not like that. It screeches and turns and wheels towards you. Mark is, Nim is magic missile.
Magic missiling, yes, if I may.
You may.
Pew pew. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay. So a couple of them have taken a little bit of damage, and now they are flying in. And I said, this is basically going to be one for everybody because there's 8 of you. And then you have a couple also going after your horses. One is going after the horse on the cart. And let's see. So that's 9. And yeah, so here we go down the line. This is on Durik. This is going to be a flyby clock, or let me see. We got to look to the aerial combat rules here, so. Let's see. All right, conducting combat. Here we go. All right, so they are going to attempt to beak you as they attack Dirk. We will just go ahead and do this. Clear. There we go.
AC 0.
Ouch. Son of a...
That's going to hit, unfortunately. Now we're in it. Now up to our next. Because you got pecked. You see, it's Gregory Peck guy. Okay. All right, so... that is a horrible 12 points of damage. Next along is Don Drexel. That is not what I wanted to do. All right.
I'll take that roll, though.
I bet you would. I bet you would. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Is he going to claw or is he going to beak? God dang it. Stop doing that. Stop saying that. All right. He is going to claw. So not the claw, the craw. So this is going to be 2 claw attacks.
Wonderful.
What is your armor class, sir?
It's AC 5.
AC 5. I think you did take 1 there, and that is going to be 4 points of damage from the claw.
All right.
And Nim,
who is attempting to look not tasty.
is attempting to look non-tasty. That is going to be a beak attack on Nim. What is Nim's armor class?
1.
1 is the loneliest armor that you'll ever class. All right, so unfortunately, that gets you.
Oh crap!
What is Nim's? How many hit points does Nim have?
No, I'm not going to tell you that. You roll, and I'll tell you.
All right, fine.
Oh, shit.
I had less than that. I had less than that when I started.
Oh.
Here we go. I am down at negative. That was 14. -3.
Oh.
Oh,
It was good while it lasted.
Peck. All right.
Now wait a minute. Does this mean we have to go back to Spartacus
Yeah,
again?
That you might have to go back to Barnacus again.
We can only ever get 3 days out of Barnacus and all hell
Oh my
breaks loose.
gosh.
Oh my god. All right.
Well, they always say that overland travel is the best D&D.
Oh, hold on. Should I be going like
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Flip the table over, Mark.
All right. So this is going to be a flyby clawing onto Mouth. Hey, you've still got the men-at-arms you can fight with. So
they've survived longer than the rest of us?
all right. Both of those are misses on Mouth, and now about those surviving men-at-arms. All right. First man-at-arms is going to be Claude at. His name is Claude, don't you know?
Finkel.
Both of those miss Claude. The next guy is getting another claw attack.
Thrud.
Thrud is missed. The next guy
Marco.
is getting a beak attack. And that is a miss on Marco. Wait, was Marco wearing plate?
Yeah, they're all wearing plate and shield.
Okay. All right. I'm looking for a 13 or better.
Okay.
That is an 8. So well, let's see. Yeah, that's a claw attack, so that's a miss. And all right, I finally got one of your guys.
Oh, Thrud. Other Thrud. We hardly knew you.
Ooh, 4 points to Thrud.
Oh, other Thrud is now injured.
Other Thrud is injured. Let's see. We're just going to say 2 claw attacks on the horse, which is not wearing barding or anything, but only takes 1. It screams, but the teamster is holding on to its reins as it suffers 4 points of damage, drawing a long bloody gash. And then there's
how much hit points our horse has. Horses have.
Horses.
2 hit dice.
Yeah, two hit dice. So the horse ain't dead yet.
Okay.
All right, and so it is too crowded for the other 2 to get in right now. So that's 9 of the 11 have attacked. Chris Kane says, no wonder the slavers can't be beat. No one can get more than 3 days out of Bardicus. So Durek, are you swinging on this thing as it's going by?
Yeah, I mean, I see Nim fall, right?
Right.
Do I have any idea of whether or not I might be able to save him? I mean, does it?
No,
like
you just see Nim. You just see Nim
Yeah.
fall to the ground.
I suppose I can't really break away on a maybe, so I'll fight.
All right.
What time of day is it?
It is night.
Oh, okay.
It is midnight. Fortunately, the dwarf stoked the fire so you guys can see goodly enough. Go ahead and make your attack then.
Should I make my attack?
Yeah,
Or is that
yeah.
just an
It's
intention? I
No,
do
no.
we roll initiative. Right, it's my turn.
yeah.
Oh, because we lost. Gotcha. Thank you. Miss.
5, 6 total. Yeah, that is gonna miss. I think you're paladin 5, right?
Yeah, I hit AC 10.
Oh yeah, that is a miss. Don Drexel.
I'm going to use my Ring of Shooting Stars, and I'm going to emit 3 lightning balls.
Okay. So I got to look again.
So yeah, this is the description. The ball lightning function releases 1 to 4 balls of lightning at the wearer's option. This is only at night, right? This doesn't work during the day.
Right.
These glowing globes exactly resemble dancing lights, and the ring wearer controls them as if he or she would control dancing lights. These spheres have a 12-inch range and a 4-round duration. They can be moved at 4 inches per round. Each sphere is about 3 foot in diameter. Any creature it touches or comes near to dissipates its charge, and they get a save versus magic for 1/2 if they save. And they do with 3 lightning balls. It's 2 to 12 each.
Okay.
And I can do that one time per night.
2 to 12 each. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3, and they get a save. The save is for half, right?
Right.
All right. So you're going after 3. No. And yes. So 2 to 12, 2 to 12, 1 to 6.
All right. I'll just roll 2 to 12, and then I guess we half it, right?
Yeah.
It's 8 and 4. Unfortunately, that wasn't a great roll.
Okay. Yeah, you shock them a little bit. Mark does. The men at arms are still up and fighting and attacking these things. So go ahead and roll your attacks.
They can use their spears to stab?
Yes, they can and stab you with spears, and they are large, so they will take 8 points of damage. 2 of them hit.
2 of them hit.
Actually, 2 of them had fired arrows as they came in, so they wouldn't have attacked. So we'll just consider the black dice the ones. So that's 2 hits.
1d8. Okay.
Yes, because they're large.
Where's my d8? This one.
Nice.
14 points.
Mhm.
All right.
Or
So
6 and 8, depending on how it splits up.
They stab them up good. Mouth.
Right.
That is a hit.
Oh yeah.
And they are large. What is Mouth fighting with?
Battle axe D8
All right.
on a large, and then this at a +1, so I get 8.
8. All right. So you gash them up good. Now let me look at their maneuverability class, because that determines how fast they fly away and when they will. For those of you who are curious, maneuverability class refers to how fast a creature flying in the air in AD&D can change direction. Let's see. All right. They are not listed in the maneuverability class table. So I am going to say, since they are, let's see, I'm gonna put them in the same category as the carpet or wings of flying gargoyles, harpies, pegasi, lamassu, and shedu, since they are 4-limbed creatures. I suppose I could consider it D since they're large. So yeah, they zip past you, and they are slowly banking around. So as they're banking around in the sky, anyone with missile weapons can take a shot at them as they're beginning to turn again. What is Durek going to do?
Not much. I mean, I'll look over my companion, assuming he's close enough to me, and ascertain that he's dead. Nim.
Yes, unfortunately, Nim was struck down in a single vicious beaking.
Very well. I'll ready myself for their oncoming attack.
All right. How about Don Drexel in this round? What is he doing?
Slinging.
All right.
Hopefully they turn to hash.
Okay. Nim are your two. Mark, are the 2 men at arms going to fire arrows at them as they turn?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. It's going to take them a couple of rounds, so they're going to be at medium range. So your men at arms are going to be at -2 to hit them.
Gotcha.
Given the range. And Malf, how about you?
I'll be striking if I can, if they get in range.
They're
They're not flying.
Yeah, they hit you guys, flew up, and are turning. They are basically.
Oh, then I'll.
So,
can I
go ahead.
switch out this for the short bow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that. Switch out for short bow.
All right. So, Mark, go ahead and fire 2 arrows for each of your men at arms in this round.
Okay. Men at arm number 1. Nope. That's for sure.
So yeah, he misses.
Men at arm number 2.
No.
10 and no, both nopes.
No, that will miss. Malf, go ahead and take your arrow shots.
All right.
Miss.
See, and there's 2, you say? Okay.
Yeah,
Go
it's a
again.
rate of fire of 2 per round.
That's right.
Do you have any dex bonus?
No.
All right, so that is a 12, and go back to the old attack matrices. You are fighter 5. That was a 12. Yeah, that just misses him. Okay, so that was one round. They've gotten up to speed and they're starting to turn. Second round, they're continuing to turn. Don Drexel, you were gonna sling at them, right?
Well, if the bow guys had trouble, my sling isn't going anywhere near those. Right? They're way the hell up there.
I mean, they're within sling range.
Oh, okay. I thought the range was what was giving them minus. Okay.
It is what's giving them a minus. But let me see. Sling.
It's 40.
Sling bullets actually have a longer distance than short bow on the longest range.
They do.
Yeah, and I mean
20 inches
in
versus
this.
14.
Yeah, it says 20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 20, not 20 inches, but it's 20 inches. Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot then. Fine.
Go ahead, take your shot.
All right. Why is this always pop under? That is really annoying. All right.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Alan. Thank you for hanging out.
18.
18.
Nice.
That let's see. So
Take that,
18.
sucker.
You are thief what?
5.
All right, that hits.
All right. And it's only 2 points of damage.
Still. God, puck. Okay. All right. So next round, they have turned again in the air. They are halfway to their diving speed. Durek, are you just waiting for them to get back down here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're not going to lay on hands or anything. I'm just checking.
Not on myself. I'm totally fine, and the other guy's dead. So,
all right. Don Drexel, you gonna sling at it again?
Yeah. Anything worth slinging once is worth slinging a whole lot.
All right, Nim. Go ahead and your men at arms can shoot, and Malf, you're just waiting, right?
I'm gonna shoot. I've got my short bow out, so
Okay.
I can shoot. Or there wouldn't be enough time to ready myself with the axe in between when they're comings, right? So, because their movement speed is so high at that point in the dive.
They're turning right now.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna shoot them.
Yeah. So you guys don't have to roll initiative. They are pivoting.
Shall we do the Don Drexel slinging first?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Let's do that. I'm rolling. 18.
That's a hit again.
I don't know why that rolled twice, but okay.
Hawk.
1d6 point plus 1. It is, again, 2.
Well, hey, every little bit helps.
What's the range, Bill?
7. Let's see. 0,
Mhm.
17. Unfortunately, a 17 will miss.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, that was. I'm sorry. That was from Malf. That
Yeah.
will hit for Malf.
Okay. Excellent. 2 points.
Okay.
Pew.
The
Pew, pew.
range is. This is basically the far end of the medium band, so you're still only at -2. In the
Okay.
next round, they will be at -4.
Okay, then first henchman, hireling. I don't think either of those hit.
He
Probably.
misses with those.
And again, -2s on these. The 12 probably won't hit.
Okay. Final round. As they are getting turned. So let's get declarations. Durek, it looks like they are going to fly down upon you. The men-at-arms are readying spears down for them to fall upon them. You hear loud prayers for Tubo coming from somewhere inside the cart. Don Drexel, how about you?
Are they going to be on us, or can I hit them before they're on us?
That is incumbent on initiative.
Okay, if we win initiative, then I'm going to use the Ring of Shooting Stars again. I'll use the Shooting Stars function. If not, then I'm going to I'll just not do that.
Okay. Mark, are Nim's men firing arrows at them as they come in, or is he readying the spear?
All 4 of them readying spears for to receive charge.
Okay. And Malf, you're
readying for them to come down.
Waiting for them to come down. Okay,
Bring
Mark,
your pretty beak to me.
I think. Actually, I think Kevin, it's your initiative. Go ahead and roll.
All right, D6. I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I rolled that hidden, but it should not have been. It is a 4. Party
Nice.
goes first. Ring of Shooting Stars. The Shooting Stars themselves, as you guys saw. Chris leaving just before the finale of tonight's game, because we are almost at the top of the hour. Okay, so Ring of Shooting Stars, firing the shooting stars. Do you have that description handy, player?
I do.
All right.
You want me to describe it? Okay.
Yes, please.
The shooting stars are glowing missiles with fiery trails, much like Meteor Swarm. 3 shooting stars can be released from the ring each week, simultaneously or one at a time. We're doing simultaneously.
Okay.
For impact, they hit for 12 points of damage and burst as a fireball in a 1-inch diameter sphere for 24 points of damage.
Okay.
Any creature struck will take full damage from the impact plus full damage from the shooting starburst. Creatures within the burst radius must save versus magic to only take 1/2, 12 hit points of damage. Otherwise, they too take the full 24 hit points of damage. Range is 7 inches, at the edge of which the burst will occur unless object or creature is struck before that. The shooting stars follow a straight line path. The creature in the path must save versus magic or be impacted upon the missile. And the saving throw rules are -3 within 2 inches of the ring wearer, -1 within 2 inches to 4 inches, and normal beyond 4 inches.
Okay. When are you going to release the bolts? Are you going to wait for them to get 40 yards out?
Yeah, I do. I don't want them to be within a 1-inch diameter sphere. so within 10 yards of our guys. So it'll, after they hit the 40, either between 40 and 20 yards or after 10 yards. It's definitely not before that.
Okay, so they are diving down.
Yep.
And you're aiming at 3 of them, but looking to catch many in the
as many as I can. Yeah, I mean we're centralized on the ground, right? So
right.
They're
going to be.
Yeah.
This is I'm gonna say that you're basically gonna catch like at least 2/3 of them. So you're looking at like 8 of them.
Okay.
All right. So saving throws, correct?
Yes.
All right.
The ones that hit are going to take 36 points of damage. The ones that are nearby get a save for half of 24.
Okay.
Right.
3 of them are blasted into flinders. I mean, it's literally just glowing ash when they hit with 36 points of damage. The others that are there, so that is 5 saving throws I have to make. So first one makes a saving throw, and he takes how much?
12.
12. Okay.
Yep.
This is just for me. He had taken lots of damage before, so he chars and dies. So that's 4 of 11 down. Next one.
I'm assuming these guys are getting a save at -1, right? Because of the distance. 20 to 40 yards away.
Yes.
Okay.
He too had taken damage. He chars and dies. That is 5 down. The next one at -1. That might not save him. This is save versus spells, right?
Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, that does save him.
Okay. So 12 for that guy.
You guys are doing exceptionally well because that one also chars and dies. That's 6 of 11 down. And there's 2 more. Does not save, chars and dies. That's 7 down. Does not save, chars and dies. All right, you have blown away 8 of the 11. The others are they are coming in full speed. They will take spear attacks first. So roll all these spear attacks, Mark. And this will do double damage when they hit, and they will hit at +2.
Okay, so I'm going to roll, and we'll add +2s to what we see.
Okay.
13. 13's the best one. Probably not going to hit.
13's the best one. Does not hit. Durek and Malf, you guys may attack them. That hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so that is 9 points of damage, and Malf. That will also hit.
That's a
For
7.
7 points of damage. Okay. They get hacked up. They have just witnessed the destruction of their fellows.
What?
They are screeching piteously and just trying. They are trying to get the hell out of there. That is an absolute morale failure. Let me see. All right. Yeah, they essentially they land on the ground and look around in horror at what's happened. They are effectively subdued. They surrender.
We have griffin mounts.
Well, 3 of us do.
Yeah.
Beware these creatures, for they are known to be fickle. At least I've heard.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So
That's
Nim
why you should
is
stay the farthest away.
Nim is dead on the ground. Wave of mutilation. So here's what happened. They took massive casualties coming in because of the Ring of Shooting Stars. I made a morale roll for them at the end of the round, and I rolled a 100. That is an absolute failure. A 100 on a morale check indicates that they they surrender. This is not fallback fighting, retreating. This is not just run away. This is out and out surrender, and they are semi-intelligent. So, yeah. I don't know how griffins would show submission. I guess they're laying flat on they've spread out their wings and have just foreheads down on the ground. That's how they show submission. So alas, poor Nim, he is dead, but the griffins, yeah, there's burning feathers just twirling out of the sky. It's a surreally beautiful scene with Nim bleeding out on the or Nim deceased on the ground, these glowing feathers falling from the sky. And that is where we will leave it for this week. I want to thank everybody for being here. What a metal conclusion to tonight's episode. Thank you, of course, to Doomsword, to Kevin, to Mark, and to GPA. Cooley, Kevin says, we're going to Mordor, boys. But hey, that's not to say you couldn't fly Nim back and possibly, but we'll talk about it in the in-between about exactly what is entailed in dealing with these griffins. So again, I really appreciate it from our players. I really appreciate it from our audience. We'll be back tomorrow night with Kyle DMing. Hopefully everything squares up and works out for him to be here. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Big thanks to Gonzalo Lira's Bar Tab for giving us a new name for Graph Paper Architect's character there. I do appreciate it. So, Nordic Maelstrom Massive, we're going to Universal Studios now that the fight is over. I can't say that we are, but who knows? So, everyone, be good to each other. I'll be back tomorrow night. And remember, if it's not the beak of a giant griffin, it could be the beak of an owl bear that gets you. Peace. Love you all. Good night.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.